Welcome guys! Airdrop mechanics in PUBG are important and yet not really spoken of. But you need to know how fast it drops, if you can get to it before it reaches the ground, and how far away it is. First of all, it takes an airdrop about 50 seconds to drop on average, depending on the terrain of course. And since you can run at a velocity of about 6 meters per second, you can go 300 meters in 50 seconds. So if an airdrop is dropped 300 meters away, you can run there before it hits the ground. If you got a vehicle on the other hand, you will be able to drive 1100 meters using an average speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Quite a big difference. But how do you know if an airdrop is 300 meters or 700 meters away for that sake? I am presenting to you the red drop method, how to approximate the distance of airdrops by only using a red dot sight. This method is quick and simple to use. I'm not using the 4x, 8x or 15x for that sake, because those are hard to find. A simple red dot will do. The way you do it is by simply pointing your red dot on the center of the airdrop and then hold shift to zoom in. Then you can estimate the distance based on the size of the red dot compared to the drop. Now sure, this will be affected by the height of the drop, since we're measuring along the hypotenuse of a triangle. But in practice this has very little effect, so don't worry about it. When only 100 meters away from the airdrop, the red dot is really small and it's really easy to see that you are very close. When 200 meters away from the airdrop, the dot of the red dot will now be double the size compared to being 100 meters away from the airdrop. At 300 meters away, the dot covers about a quarter of the airdrop. At 400 meters away, it covers about 50% of the airdrop. At 500 meters away, the airdrop slowly starts to disappear behind the dot. And at 600 meters away, the drop is barely visible anymore. And finally, at 700 meters of distance to the drop is now as good as gone behind the dot. So the average max distance you can run before the drop hits the ground is 300 meters, and the dot covers about a quarter of the airdrop. When you have a vehicle, you can go 1100 meters before the drop hits the ground, and here the dot will fully cover the drop. If the dot is noticeably larger than the drop though, as seen right here on this example from 1500 meters, then you won't be able to get there before it drops. You will usually get there about 20 seconds after it has dropped. And here you can see the travel times to the various distances based on using a vehicle. Of course, this is all pretty difficult to see in game, but it is actually quite useful and it actually works. So you should be able to approximate the distance within about 50 to 100 meters, which is super helpful. I have used this method on stream and proved how effective it is, because this is actually really effective and extremely helpful. So guys, get in there, measure some airdrops, because this is all I had for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed the red drop method, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And I will see you guys next time.